All right, class, today we are going to be going over lesson 40, which is on transformations on a coordinate plane. So this is going to be a continuation of kind of what we covered in our last lesson, lesson 39. But this time you guys are going to be doing these transformations on a coordinate plane, and you're going to have to identify the coordinates that go to certain points on those transformations. Lesson 40, transformations on a coordinate plane. So if you think back to our previous lesson, you know that translations, we'll do a little review here, translations are a slide of a figure. So we're just going to put slide here to make sure that we're remembering what some of these terms mean. Translations are a slide of a figure. And a rotation is a turn of a figure, and a reflection is a flip of a figure. So those are the three types of transformations that we have gone over so far, and all of those make congruent shapes. So if you translate a triangle, the triangle that's been translated is going to be congruent. If you rotate a square, the square that you rotate is going to be congruent. And if you reflect a rhombus, the rhombus that you have reflected is going to be congruent. There's a type of transformation, though, that does not maintain congruence, and that is a dilation. Okay? And dilation, specifically, there's two types of dilation, but a dilation is when a figure is enlarged. But what if a figure is reduced? So dilation is when it's made bigger, it's enlarged. So, or reverse dilation is when a figure is reduced. So if we're talking about dilation, we're talking about shape getting bigger or smaller. Oops. Bigger or smaller. Those are your two options when we're talking about dilation. And dilation on its own is the shape got bigger. If it was reverse dilation, that means the shape got smaller. Okay? And so this one, dilation, okay? Dilation it makes a similar shape, so it's similar. Makes a similar shape, but not congruent. So the shape, if you dilate a square, it's not going to be a congruent square. It's going to be a similar square, meaning it's going to have the same ratio and proportions, but it is not going to be congruent. Okay? Let's do a quick little example. So square like this, if you dilate it, okay, that's a dilation. It got bigger, and it's similar, but it's not congruent. Good. Okay, so now there's some terms you need to know, and if you need to go back and pause some of this to copy down these notes, that's okay. But there's some terms you need to know for making transformations on a coordinate plane. So let's just say, again, real quick, transforming with coordinates. Okay, the first thing that you need to know when we're talking about transforming with coordinates is what I'm referring to when I say pre-image. Pre-image. What is it? What do I mean when I'm saying pre-image? That's the original image before anything has been translated. So it is the original, the OG, the original image before transformation. So pre-image, if you hear that term, you know we're talking about the first image, the image before transformation. Well then, if the pre-image is before transformation, then the image is got to be the transformed image. So when we're dealing with that, we're also going to have something called the prime symbol, and this is kind of our last vocab word you need to know for today. The prime symbol, and that is also a big term. That's just an apostrophe. The prime symbol is that guy right there, an apostrophe. The prime symbol belongs to the image. So if you have a pre-image like this, before it's been translated or transformed, and your pre-image looks like this, kind of just a triangle. It's triangle A, B, C. And then it gets translated. Okay? And it's still triangle ABC. But now it's triangle, well, first off, this is our image. Okay? And we've still got corners A, B, C. But we've got corner A prime, B prime, and C prime. We put the prime symbol next to the letter. And so this is triangle A, B, C prime, when it was triangle A, B, C. Now it's been transformed into triangle A, B, C prime. So if you see the prime symbols, you know that this is the image that has now been transformed. Okay, so let's make one quick note of that at the bottom of our page. So the prime symbol goes with the transformed image. Okay, not the pre-image. That's really important to note. Okay, so if you see prime symbols, you know that that image has been transformed. So then, as you guys move on into your assignment today, you're going to be looking at a coordinate plane. Looks something like this. Okay, and you're going to be given coordinates. Okay, so like say this is coordinate 1, 3, and it belongs to this triangle here. Okay, if that triangle was put or transformed over to here, now it's at -3, -1. What kind of transformation did that triangle go through, and how are you going to describe it, and how are you going to use that information speak about that information while using mathematical terms like the coordinates? That's what we're talking about. So, with that being said, good job and good luck.